Truck back here from our place.
Oh, shoot, ma'am. I wouldn't take this old thing out on the road. It ain't safe. But look at
Casting for the Doris Day show in 1968 was a meticulous process that aimed to create a perfect blend of talent and chemistry. Doris Day, already a beloved star, was the first choice for the lead role. Her charm and comedic timing made her an ideal fit for the character of Doris Martin, a single mother navigating life and work. The producers sought actors who could complement her presence. For the role of her son, the casting team held auditions for young actors. Looking for someone who could portray both innocence and maturity, they found a young talent who could connect with Doris, creating a believable mother-son dynamic. The role of Doris's friend and neighbor was also crucial. The casting directors organized chemistry tests to ensure that the actors could create a natural rapport. They wanted someone who could match Doris's energy and bring humor to the show. In pivotal moments during auditions, some actors stood out with their improvisational skills, showcasing their ability to adapt to the light-hearted tone of the series. The final cast came together through a combination of talent, chemistry, and the ability to resonate with the audience, setting the stage for a successful show that would become a classic. The director of the Doris Day show approached the series with a clear vision of blending humor and heart. Inspired by the charm and warmth of Doris Day herself, the director aimed to create a light-hearted yet meaningful narrative that resonated with audiences. The storytelling focused on the life of a single woman navigating her career and personal life, reflecting the changing social dynamics of the late 1960s. The director's style emphasized bright colors and lively settings, which complemented the upbeat tone of the show. Collaborating closely with the cast, the director encouraged improvisation, allowing actors to bring their own personalities into their roles. This collaboration fostered a sense of camaraderie on set, making the performances feel genuine and relatable. Creative influences included the era's popular sitcoms, which often featured strong female leads. The director sought to balance comedy with moments of sincerity, ensuring that the show not only entertained, but also offered insights into the challenges faced by women at the time. By focusing on character development and relatable storylines, the director successfully brought the essence of Doris Day's persona to life, creating a beloved series that remains memorable.
The country, they have less scruples than the family.
Well, maybe we should have police protection. I know someone in the...
The Doris Day Show, which first aired in 1968, is a classic television series that has left a lasting mark on the industry. It features Doris Day as a single mother navigating life and work, showcasing her charm and humor. The show is known for its blend of comedy and heartfelt moments, making it relatable to many viewers. What enduring qualities do you think make this TV series an everlasting symbol of the industry? The series also includes memorable performances from classic Hollywood actors, and many fans have their favorites. Who was your favorite actor in this show? As we dive deeper, there are many funny, shocking, and sad facts about the series that you won't want to miss, so keep watching this video. Additionally, we would love to hear your most cherished memory or personal experience related to the Doris Day Show. Please share your stories and memories in the comments below.
Perhaps we ought to forgive him. You're a very compassionate man, Robert. Does that mean...
Set in the vibrant 1960s, the Doris Day Show brought a fresh perspective to television. The production team focused on creating a lively and colorful set that reflected the cheerful spirit of Doris Day. The main set was designed to resemble a cozy San Francisco apartment, complete with bright colors and modern furnishings that appealed to viewers. Filming took place primarily on a soundstage, but some scenes were shot on location around the city, showcasing its iconic landmarks. Logistical challenges arose from coordinating the cast and crew, especially when filming on location. Traffic and crowds in San Francisco often complicated shoots, requiring careful planning and timing. The production team used innovative techniques, such as multi-camera setups, to capture scenes more efficiently. This allowed for quicker filming and reduced the need for extensive retakes. Additionally, the use of sound stages allowed for controlled environments, making it easier to manage lighting and sound. The combination of on-location shoots and studio filming created a dynamic viewing experience, highlighting the charm of Doris Day while navigating the challenges of production.
They got a fellow up that cat. Let down, Bruno. Quiet. All right, boys, on your toes. We don't want them breaking loose.
Doris Day, a beloved figure in Hollywood, brought her charm and talent to television with the Doris Day Show in 1968. While many fans admired her beauty, intelligence, and comedic skills, the transition from film star to television sitcom led to mixed reactions. Some viewers found the show to be a disappointing departure from her cinematic roles, feeling that the writing was lackluster and the storylines overly formulaic. Critics noted that the premise of Day living on a farm echoed other popular sitcoms of the time, lacking originality and depth. Despite these criticisms, Day's magnetic presence shone through, and her ability to engage audiences remained a highlight. While some reviews suggested that the show improved in later seasons, the first season left many feeling underwhelmed. The writing, attributed in part to a young James L. Brooks, was seen as failing to capture the essence of Day's comedic persona. Fans who had eagerly anticipated the series found themselves disheartened by the saccharine plots and predictable humor. Yet, Day's resilience and talent allowed her to rise above the material, showcasing her unique blend of charm and spunk. As the series progressed, there was hope that it would evolve into something more substantial, but the initial impression lingered for many viewers. The contrast between Day's illustrious film career and her role as a suburban mom in a small town left some questioning the direction of her television venture. Ultimately, the Doris Day Show remains a testament to her enduring appeal, even as it struggled to find its footing in the competitive landscape of 1960s television.
Nicholson, and what I think of Joe Garrison, I can tell you right now.
Doris, I know you don't like the man.
No.
The creation of the score and soundtrack for the Doris Day Show was a vital part of the series, enhancing its narrative and emotional tone. Composers like Ray Ellis crafted catchy themes that reflected the lighthearted and optimistic spirit of the show. The main theme, with its upbeat melody, set the stage for Doris Day's character, a single woman navigating life and love in a comedic way. Musicians brought this theme to life, using a blend of orchestral and pop elements that resonated with the audience of the time. As the series progressed, the music adapted to the evolving storylines, capturing moments of joy, romance, and even the challenges of everyday life. The use of music during key scenes helped to deepen the emotional impact, allowing viewers to connect more with Doris and her experiences. Insights from the composers reveal that they aimed to create a sound that was both timeless and relatable, ensuring that the music complemented the show's themes of independence and resilience. The collaboration between the musicians and the creative team resulted in a soundtrack that not only entertained, but also enriched the storytelling, making it a memorable part of the series. Patrick O'Neill owned a restaurant called the Ginger Man, named after a play he was in at the time. This play opened off-Broadway at the Orpheum Theater on November 21, 1963, just before President Kennedy's assassination. Carol O'Connor later became a co-owner of the restaurant. O'Neill also co-owned another restaurant called O'Neill's Balloon, located across Columbus Avenue from Lincoln Center. This restaurant was popular among dancers from George Balanchine's company. McLean Stevenson appeared in the 1978 film The Cat from Outer Space alongside Harry Morgan, who later played Colonel Sherman Potter in MASH. Rose Marie had interests in Italian cooking and knitting. On The Dick Van Dyke Show, she was often seen knitting in the office, showcasing her love for the craft. These connections highlight the diverse talents and interests of the cast members involved in the show.
No chance, Doris. No way.
Bob, you've never had a guest like him.
Right, I was born under a lucky star. Cheers.
In the 1968 series The Doris Day Show, several scenes stand out for their emotional depth and humor. One iconic moment occurs when Doris, played by Doris Day, navigates the challenges of single motherhood while maintaining her upbeat spirit. The direction captures her warmth and resilience, allowing the audience to connect with her struggles. The cinematography uses soft lighting to create a cozy atmosphere, enhancing the show's comforting vibe. Another memorable scene features Doris singing a heartfelt song, showcasing her musical talent. The performance is both charming and relatable, drawing viewers into her world. Filmmakers noted that these musical moments were crucial in establishing Doris as a multi-talented star, blending comedy with music seamlessly. The impact of these scenes resonates with audiences, as they reflect the changing roles of women in society during the late 1960s. Doris Day's portrayal of a strong, independent woman inspired many viewers, making her a beloved figure. The combination of direction, performance, and cinematography in these moments creates a lasting impression, highlighting the show's significance in television history.
Don't like them?
I think they're terrible.
Confidentially, you may be right.
Doris Day married Barry Comden in 1976. He was 13 years younger and worked as the maitre d' at a restaurant where they met. In the 1970s, Comden opened an Old World restaurant in Westwood and helped build another restaurant in Palm Springs. He also suggested a line of pet food featuring Doris's name. However, their business venture faced issues due to a pyramid scheme they did not know about. They lived in Carmel, but Comden felt that Doris preferred her dogs over him, leading to their divorce in 1981. Larry Storch, known for his work in film and television, was named honorary mayor for a day in Fort Lee, NJ, on June 1, 2014. He received recognition from the local film commission for his performances at the Riviera nightclub, which had closed 60 years earlier. In 2013, he was awarded the Barrymore Award for Lifetime Achievement in Film and TV. In the first episode of the show, there is a mention of Doris's late husband, Steve, indicating that she had been married to Steve Martin.
You really do like children, don't you?
Of course.
How do you feel about dogs?
Dogs?
The Doris Day Show made a significant cultural and social impact during its run in the late 1960s. The series featured Doris Day as a single mother navigating life and work, which resonated with many viewers at a time when traditional family structures were being challenged. This portrayal of a strong, independent woman helped to shift societal views on gender roles. As women began to enter the workforce in greater numbers, Day's character became a symbol of empowerment, reflecting the changing dynamics of American life. Moreover, the show influenced pop culture by popularizing themes of friendship, family, and the balance between career and home life. The lighthearted yet meaningful storytelling provided a comforting escape for audiences amid the social upheaval of the era, including the Civil Rights Movement and the Vietnam War. The show's catchy theme song and Day's charming personality contributed to its lasting appeal, making it a beloved classic. Additionally, the series sparked discussions about women's rights and the evolving role of women in society. By showcasing a character who was both nurturing and ambitious, the Doris Day Show encouraged viewers to rethink their perceptions of femininity and success. This cultural shift was significant, as it laid the groundwork for future television shows that would continue to explore similar themes. The show's legacy remains evident in how it paved the way for more complex female characters in media, influencing generations of viewers and creators alike.
It'll break Nelson's heart.
In the season 3 opener, Doris finds an apartment. A notable scene features the sheepdog, Lord Nelson, escaping into city traffic. An uncredited Ellen Corby plays the driver who honks at both the dog and Doris Day in a close-up shot. This moment adds a touch of humor and tension to the episode. Rose Marie, known for her role on The Dick Van Dyke Show, faced a difficult time after the death of her husband on May 27, 1964. She considered leaving the show but was persuaded by director John Rich to stay until the series concluded on June 1, 1966. Her decision to continue showcased her dedication to the cast and crew. Larry Storch received recognition for his contributions to entertainment when the Lambs honored him with their Shepherd's Award on January 14, 2019. This award highlights his impact and legacy in the industry, celebrating his work and commitment to the craft. These elements reflect the personal and professional challenges faced by the cast, as well as the memorable moments that defined the series.
Doctor, this was just the right prescription.
Gentlemen, I'm sure Myrna would be much more comfortable in that chair.
The Doris Day Show received a mix of critical reception and audience reactions during its run from 1968 to 1973. Critics often praised Doris Day's charm and comedic timing, noting her ability to bring warmth to her character, a single mother navigating life and work. Some reviews highlighted the show's lighthearted approach to serious themes, making it relatable for many viewers. However, others felt the series sometimes relied too heavily on formulaic plots. Audience reactions were generally positive, with many fans appreciating the wholesome content and Day's engaging performance. The show garnered a loyal following, which contributed to its longevity on air. In terms of accolades, the Doris Day Show received several nominations, including Emmy nominations for its writing and production. While it did not win major awards, the nominations reflected the industry's recognition of the show's quality and Day's influence in television. These accolades meant a great deal for those involved, as they validated the hard work of the cast and crew and solidified Doris Day's status as a beloved television icon. The series remains a nostalgic favorite for many, showcasing Day's enduring appeal and the show's place in television history.
Mitch folds you right away. It's urgent.
Yeah? I told him not to bother me unless it was. I wonder...
Doris Day received the nickname Clara Bixby from actor Billy DeWolfe during the filming of Tea for Two in 1950. He remarked that she did not look like a Doris Day, but more like a Clara Bixby. This nickname stuck with her among a close group of friends, including Van Johnson, until her death. Doris was named after her mother's favorite silent film star, Doris Kenyon. Interestingly, in the mid-1970s, Day lived next to Kenyon in Beverly Hills, California, which added a personal connection to her name. Fran Ryan faced significant tragedy in her life. Her first husband, Walter Kenneth Wayne, died in a plane crash in January 1951 while piloting the aircraft. At the time, Ryan was pregnant with their only child, Chris, who was born in April 1951. She remarried in January 1953 to Howard Schaefer, who also died in a plane crash in Oregon just a few months later. The wreckage of Schaefer's plane was not found until 15 years later, in November 1968. Only a woman's shoe, 4 combs, and 2 sets of eyeglasses were discovered at the crash site, with the remains of Schaefer and his passengers never recovered.
Yes, put them on, Jackie. Thank you. Well, Colonel Fairburn, I want to... please, sir, don't get excited. I had the...
During the making of the Doris Day show, the atmosphere on set was often filled with laughter and camaraderie. Doris Day, known for her warm personality, made it a point to connect with everyone, from the crew to the guest stars. One memorable moment occurred when a scene required Doris to interact with a group of children. Instead of just acting, she took the time to engage with them, sharing stories and jokes, which helped ease their nerves. This created a genuine bond that translated beautifully on screen. Additionally, the crew faced challenges with the show's quick filming schedule. One day, a crucial scene was nearly derailed when a prop malfunctioned. Instead of panicking, the crew rallied together, using their creativity to improvise a solution. Doris, seeing the stress on their faces, suggested a break for everyone to regroup. This simple act of kindness lifted spirits and allowed the team to return with renewed energy. Behind the scenes, the cast often shared meals together, fostering a family-like atmosphere. They would swap stories about their lives, creating a sense of unity that made the long hours more enjoyable. These moments of connection helped everyone feel valued and appreciated, making the show not just a job, but a joyful experience for all involved.
Carlo,
Only if we let it.
you're right.
Fran Ryan was part of the original cast when the show debuted on CBS in September 1968. She portrayed a housekeeper known for her tough, yet caring demeanor. However, tensions arose between Ryan and the lead actress Doris Day. As a result, Ryan's character was rewritten and recast after only a few episodes. Doris Day's personal life intersected with a tragic event in history. Her son, Terry Melcher, had rented a house in Bel Air, California, where the infamous murders of Sharon Tate and her friends occurred. Charles Manson had visited the house looking for Melcher, who was a music producer. Manson had previously auditioned for a recording contract with Melcher, but was rejected. This rejection led to speculation that Manson's attack was a message to Melcher, although police later dismissed this theory. Hal Smith, known for his role as Otis Campbell in another popular show, was a contrast to his character, as he never drank alcohol in real life.
Later, I resent that.
I like Ralph Nader.
Well, I
I'm
like
not putting
him
him
too.
down, but I don't want to go out with him.
The Doris Day Show, which aired in 1968, left a significant mark on television history. It showcased Doris Day as a single mother balancing work and family life, a theme that resonated with many viewers. This portrayal of a strong, independent woman helped pave the way for future shows featuring female leads. The series influenced the depiction of women in media, encouraging more complex and relatable characters. As a result, many subsequent sitcoms drew inspiration from its blend of humor and heart. Shows like The Mary Tyler Moore Show and Murphy Brown followed in its footsteps, presenting women in professional roles while addressing social issues. The Doris Day Show also contributed to the evolution of the family sitcom, emphasizing the importance of family dynamics and personal growth. Its legacy continues to be felt in modern television, where strong female characters are now more common. The show's ability to tackle everyday challenges with warmth and humor remains a blueprint for many contemporary series. The impact of the Doris Day Show is evident in how it shaped the narrative of women in entertainment, inspiring future generations of filmmakers and writers.
Hope so. But if you won't smile, at least wave to the people.
Well, that I can do.
Let me see you wave.
When the show premiered, it entered a television landscape dominated by rural sitcoms like Petticoat Junction, The Beverly Hillbillies, and Green Acres. The shift in viewer preferences became clear with the success of The Mary Tyler Moore Show and All in the Family, prompting CBS to cancel many of its rural programs. This series managed to survive this transition largely due to Doris Day's decision to move the setting from a farm to San Francisco in its second season, aligning with CBS's new direction. Doris Day had a notable film career, portraying pregnant characters in several movies, with her role in Lover Come Back being the only one where she depicted labor. Her contract with CBS was groundbreaking, securing millions in upfront payments for her production company, negotiated by her husband Martin Melcher. However, after Melcher's unexpected death in April 1968, just months before the show debuted, Day discovered she had not been informed about the contract. It was revealed that Melcher and their financial advisor had mismanaged her earnings, leaving her in significant debt. This situation added complexity to her involvement in the series, which became a significant part of her career.
Promise.
Louie, I couldn't say no to her. I'm telling you, they'll be the best tenants we ever had. You won't even hear one little sound, not even...
In 2000, Canadian satirist Rick Mercer made a political statement by attempting to hold a national referendum. He proposed that Stockwell Day, a member of the Canadian Alliance Party, should change his first name to Doris. This campaign quickly gained traction, gathering enough signatures to move forward with the referendum. Doris Day, the famous actress, found the situation amusing, according to her publicist. Fran Ryan took over the role of Doris Ziffel in the show Green Acres, starting with its 5th season. She replaced Barbara Pepper, who had played the character earlier. This change marked a significant shift in the series as it continued to develop its storylines and characters. Peter Lawford, a well-known actor, had an interesting start in his career. He worked as an usher at the Westwood Village Theater in Los Angeles during his early years. Many of his films later premiered at that same theater, highlighting the connection between his beginnings and his success in Hollywood.
I'm going into town, Miss Martin. Is there anything I can get for you?
LeRoy, why don't you just go on to...
Lou Ayres worked with Mae Clark in 3 films, including The Impatient Maiden and Night World, both released in 1932, and Silk Hat Kid in 1935. He also directed Clark in his only film as a director, Hearts in Bondage, a Civil War drama from 1936. Doris Day had a successful partnership with Gig Young, appearing together in 4 films. Their collaborations included Young at Heart in 1954, Teacher's Pet in 1958, The Tunnel of Love in 1958, and That Touch of Mink in 1962. On August 12, 2018, Doris Day received special recognition for her film work during the TCM Summer Under the Stars event, celebrating her contributions to cinema. This acknowledgement highlighted her impact and legacy in the film industry, showcasing her talent and the affection audiences held for her throughout her career. The connections between these actors and their work reflect a significant period in film history, marked by memorable performances and collaborations.
I don't know. I just had the lodge packet. Here, we'll get this out.
Gordon Jump worked briefly as a host at Hamburger Hamlet Restaurant in Woodland Hills, California, in 1964. His career took a turn when he learned that AT&T was rerunning a commercial he had done earlier. The income from that commercial allowed him to leave outside jobs and focus solely on show business. Larry Storch is best known for his role as Corporal Randolph Agarn on the sitcom F Troop. He made his final stand-up performance at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles on September 11, 2014. At the age of 91, the show featured other notable performers and highlighted Storch's long career in comedy. Storch's early career began at Ciro's nightclub, where he made his first professional appearance during World War II. He had a chance encounter with bandleader Phil Harris, who helped him get his start in comedy. Doris Day's husband and manager, Martin Melcher, arranged for a deal with Chrysler to provide all the cars used in the series. This included the red Barracuda convertible seen in the opening credits.
And I got a chance to interview Winnie, as we newsboys used to call him.
Yeah, Winston Churchill, how about that?
After the sudden death of her husband, and manager, Doris Day learned that he had secured a major deal with CBS for a new television series. Despite her grief, she decided to move forward with the project, which became a success and lasted for 5 seasons. Throughout the show, Doris Day invited many of her former co-stars and friends from her film career to appear in guest roles. This included actors like Jackie Joseph, Mary Wickes, and Billy DeWolfe. She also had the chance to work with people she had long admired, such as Rose Marie, Peter Lawford, and Tony Bennett. In addition to her television work, Doris Day had a notable music career. She performed 2 songs that won Academy Awards for Best Original Song, Secret Love, and Que Sera, Sera. She also introduced several other songs that received nominations, showcasing her talent in both acting and music. The series highlighted her ability to connect with those she had worked with in the past while continuing to entertain audiences.
Good morning, Doris.
Mr. Nicholson, good morning.
Well, you girls must have had yourself some kind of a weekend.
Oh, some kind of...
In the 1966 film The Oscar, Peter Lawford played a small role as a washed-up actor who worked as a maitre d' in a Hollywood restaurant. This role was significant because it mirrored Lawford's own career struggles after he was distanced from the Rat Pack by Frank Sinatra. Many in the industry viewed this casting as a clear example of typecasting, reflecting Lawford's decline in the entertainment world. His biography in the Scribner Encyclopedia of American Lives notes his career trajectory during this period, highlighting the challenges he faced. Doris Day, a prominent figure in the entertainment industry, was referenced in the 1970 Beatles song Dig It. This mention underscores her lasting impact on popular culture and her recognition beyond her own work. The connections between these figures illustrate the dynamics of Hollywood during that era, showcasing both the rise and fall of careers in the entertainment industry.
Don't worry about me for a minute.
Good, because this is a delicious sandwich.
During the filming of a movie in 1956, Doris Day witnessed the poor treatment of animals used as extras. This experience sparked her lifelong commitment to preventing animal abuse. Her passion for animal rights became a significant part of her public persona. Gordon Jump, known for his roles in various films, also had a notable career in church films. He appeared in titles such as Marriage, What Kind for You? and The Singles Ward, showcasing his versatility as an actor. Denver Pyle, another prominent figure, met James Best while filming The Left-Handed Gun in 1958. Their paths crossed again over 2 decades later when they co-starred in The Dukes of Hazzard, where Pyle played the sheriff. These connections highlight the intertwining careers of actors in the industry, showcasing their diverse roles and contributions to film and television. The stories of these individuals reflect their dedication to their craft and the impact they had on audiences.
3 cents.
What's the trouble here?
I think...
When the show debuted on CBS in September 1968, it attracted attention for its lead actress, who was once again portraying a widow. Critics noted this recurring theme in her roles, and humorously questioned why her characters often lost their husbands, suggesting some dark humor about their fates. Peter Lawford, a notable actor of the time, had previously stirred controversy by taking a role in the film Advise and Consent, where he played a senator. This decision displeased the Kennedy administration, highlighting the intersection of Hollywood and politics during that era. Larry Storch, another actor associated with the show, had a rich history as well. He served on a submarine tender during World War II alongside Tony Curtis, forming a friendship that lasted a lifetime. Storch and Curtis worked together in 8 films and reunited in 2003 for a musical version of Some Like It Hot, showcasing their enduring bond in the entertainment industry. Doris Day was a prominent figure in the entertainment industry, recognized as the highest-rated actress by Quigley Publications. She consistently ranked among the top 10 stars from 1951 to 1966, achieving the #1 spot 4 times. Other notable actresses of her time included Shirley Temple, Betty Grable, and Elizabeth Taylor. Hal Smith had a diverse career, starting as a disc jockey in Utica, New York, before moving to Hollywood. There, he worked as an announcer for Warner Brothers radio station KFWB and hosted shows like The Jimmy Jackson Show. He later made a humorous reference to Jimmy Jackson in an episode of The Andy Griffith Show. In his later years, he starred in Adventures of Odyssey, where he worked with Jimmy Jackson's son, J.P. Sloan. Henry Corden, another notable figure, received a special mention from Jay Leno on The Tonight Show after his passing, highlighting his impact on the industry. During the late 1960s, various television personalities were involved in projects that showcased their talents. Peter Lawford, known for his work in film and television, announced in 1966 that he was producing a series focused on significant days in John F. Kennedy's presidency. However, this series was never realized. In the realm of voice acting, Hal Smith stood out as a prolific contributor, particularly for Hanna-Barbera. His versatility allowed him to bring many animated characters to life. In a different context, Gordon Jump made a notable impact with his role in The Bicycle Man Part 1 in 1983. His performance resonated with viewers, leading one woman to approach him in public. She expressed that his portrayal gave her the courage to discuss her own experiences with childhood abuse. These moments highlight the diverse contributions of actors and their influence on audiences during that era.
How old is he?
Oh, 2, I guess.
No, lady, I mean your husband.
Doris Day faced a difficult decision when her husband and manager, Martin Melcher, passed away just before production was set to begin. The shock of his sudden death led her to isolate herself for nearly a month in Palm Springs. She contemplated whether to proceed with the multi-million-dollar contract for the show, delay its start, or retire from her career altogether. Financial pressures played a significant role in her choice, as she found herself in a precarious situation, having accumulated debts, including back taxes owed to the IRS. Despite the belief that her days as a top box office star were over, Day was still ranked as the 14th most popular movie star in 1968. This was a notable achievement, even if it was a decline from her earlier status as the #1 star in the early 1960s. The series also featured Jackie Joseph, known for her role as Audrey in the original film The Little Shop of Horrors. Her character was the somewhat naive girlfriend of Seymour Krelboyne, who created a man-eating plant named after her. The combination of Day's talent and Joseph's presence contributed to the show's appeal during its run.
To rent equipment, we gotta buy film. It takes time. 500.
4.
4.
Bernie Kopel gained recognition for his skill in dialects early in his career, often portraying Latino characters. His notable role included a 3-month appearance on The Brighter Day as a Cuban heavy. In the background of the show's creation, Doris Day's manager and third husband, Martin Melcher, played a crucial role. He negotiated the contract that led to the series being made. Unfortunately, he passed away unexpectedly before production began. Despite this, he received a posthumous credit as the executive producer for the first season. Kopel is also well known for his later work as Dr. Adam Bricker on The Love Boat, which aired in 1977. His contributions to television, both in this series and others, highlight the impact of his performances and the behind-the-scenes efforts that shaped the show's development. The combination of talent and management decisions played a significant role in the series' success.
Well?
Doris Day's early life included a troubled first marriage at age 19 to Al Jordan, a trombone player. Their relationship was marked by unhappiness, leading to a divorce after 2 years. Reports of Jordan's alcoholism and abuse contributed to the end of their marriage. Following the divorce, he struggled with his life and ultimately took his own life. Later, her husband and manager, Martin Melcher, made significant decisions regarding her career. He turned down the role of Mistress Robinson in The Graduate, believing it would harm her public image. This role went to Anne Bancroft, who received an Oscar nomination and helped the film become a box office success. Melcher produced 18 of her films and was the executive producer for the first season of her CBS series. However, by the mid-1960s, he began signing her to projects without her consent. Doris was unhappy with the scripts for several films, but felt compelled to accept them due to Melcher's control over her career. She only learned about her signing for the series after his death.
Come in, Mr. Jarvis.
During its peak from 1969 to 1970, the show attracted an average of 13,338,000 viewers each week. Doris Day, the lead actress, had a successful film career before the show, co-starring with Gordon MacRae in 5 films. These films included Tea for Two, The West Point Story, On Moonlight Bay, Starlift, and By the Light of the Silvery Moon, all released in the early 1950s. The series featured a mix of comedy and family themes, showcasing Day's charm and talent. Lou Ayres, another notable actor, appeared in 2 films with Anita Louise. These films were Heaven on Earth, made in 1931, and These Glamour Girls, released in 1939. The combination of strong performances and relatable storylines contributed to the show's popularity during its run. The series remains a significant part of television history, reflecting the era's cultural values and entertainment style.
Wait a minute. If you're a cop...
Doris Day gained fame for her roles in film and television, often associated with a wholesome image. Oscar Levant once humorously remarked about her past, highlighting her long-standing presence in the entertainment industry. In March 1989, she was set to present an award at the Academy Awards alongside Patrick Swayze and Marvin Hamlish. Unfortunately, she suffered a deep cut on her leg while walking in the gardens of her hotel, which required stitches and prevented her from attending the event. Peter Lawford, another notable figure in Hollywood, was considered for a role in the film Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. The producers initially wanted him to play Edwin Flagg, but the part ultimately went to Victor Buono. This decision reflects the competitive nature of casting in the film industry, where many actors vie for significant roles. The connections and events surrounding these individuals illustrate the intricate web of relationships and opportunities in Hollywood during that era.
Root beer?
As close as I could come to it.
Larry Storch, known for his work in various shows, had a notable mention during the event Larry Storch Days on November 13 and 14, 1995. Doris Day, a prominent figure in entertainment, had an interesting history with her birth date. In 1947, when she signed a contract with Warner Brothers, the studio altered her age from 25 to 23 to fit their image of a youthful starlet. This discrepancy remained until April 3, 2017, when the Associated Press discovered her actual birth certificate, confirming she was born in 1922. Despite the confusion, Doris Day was always aware of her true birth date and did not mislead her friends or colleagues. The misunderstanding stemmed from her spokesperson's comments about her supposed uncertainty. Additionally, Doris Day turned down the iconic role of Maria in The Sound of Music in 1965, stating, "I'm too American to play a nun from Austria." Her decisions and experiences reflect her strong sense of identity and professionalism in the entertainment industry.
So just smooth as silk all of the way.
Good. How was the movie?
Not bad. It was sort of a light music.
Rose Marie played a significant role in shaping the comedic landscape of television. She suggested Maury Amsterdam for a role on a popular sitcom, believing his experience would enhance the show's humor. The producers initially wanted a younger actor, but they changed their minds, recognizing that Amsterdam's seasoned presence would create better comedic moments. Doris Day, a leading figure in her own right, faced personal challenges, including a lazy left eye, which was noticeable during her interviews. This did not hinder her popularity or talent. As the series progressed, Day became frustrated with the quality of the scripts. She found the storylines lacking, and often chose to focus on elaborate fashion show sequences instead of traditional dialogue or guest stars. This shift reflected her desire for more engaging content and showcased her love for fashion. The series evolved as Day sought to make it more enjoyable for herself and her audience.
Sigh, come on now. I promise you it's...
Don't you worry about it. It just doesn't concern me.
Doris Day had a notable fear of flying, which began during her tours with Bob Hope in the 1940s. These tours included some dangerous flights in severe winter weather. This fear almost led her to decline a significant role in Alfred Hitchcock's film, which was set to be filmed in London and Marrakesh. However, her husband and manager, Martin Melcher, encouraged her to take the role, and she ultimately accepted it. Al Smith, known for his portrayal of Otis Campbell, the town drunk on a popular show, later appeared in a music video by country singer Alan Jackson in 1991. This video featured Smith reprising his famous character. Additionally, Billy DeWolfe was a longtime friend of Doris Day, adding to her circle of notable connections in the entertainment industry. Their friendships and experiences contributed to the rich tapestry of her career and personal life. Denver Pyle, known for his role in the show, had an interesting fact about his career. He played O.Z., Whitehead's father in a classic film, yet he was actually 9 years younger than the actor he portrayed. This highlights the unique casting choices often made in Hollywood. Another notable figure is Rose Marie, who became famous for her role as Sally Rogers on a popular show. Sylvia Miles revealed that Rose Marie got this role after she withdrew from the pilot, allowing Rose Marie to step in. The show's performance in the Nielsen ratings varied over its first 4 seasons. In the 1968-69 season, it ranked 30th. The following year, it improved significantly, reaching 10th place. However, in the 1970-71 season, it dropped to 20th, and in the 1971-72 season, it fell to 23rd. These ratings reflect the changing dynamics of television viewership during that time. Doris Day was originally set to star in The Children's Hour alongside Katharine Hepburn. However, both actresses had to withdraw due to scheduling conflicts. This led to Shirley MacLaine taking Hepburn's role and Audrey Hepburn stepping in for Day. In addition to her film career, Day starred in a popular television show where she worked with Mary Wickes. The two appeared together in 4 films on Moonlight Bay: I'll See You in My Dreams, By the Light of the Silvery Moon, and It Happened to Jane. Wickes later guest starred in the first season of Day's show. Lew Ayres had a notable career in film and television, portraying the Vice President of the United States in Advise and Consent and The Man. He also played the President in Advise and Consent and Earth 2. Furthermore, he took on the role of the Galactic President in Battlestar Galactica. These connections highlight the diverse careers of the actors involved in the show and their contributions to the entertainment industry.
You really do like children, don't you?
Of course.
How do you feel about dogs?
Dogs?
Doris Day was the granddaughter of William and Anna Wells, who were born in Germany and later died in Ohio. Her family background reflects a rich heritage that influenced her career in entertainment. Larry Storch, known for his comedic talent, attended DeWitt Clinton High School in the Bronx. He entertained his classmates with impressions of famous actors like Claude Rains and Frank Morgan. Storch humorously noted that his performance skills led to his early departure from school, as he was encouraged to pursue a career in show business instead of completing his diploma. At just 17, he made his professional debut at a strip club in Albany, New York. Unfortunately, his act, which focused on impressions, did not fit the venue's expectations, resulting in his dismissal on opening night. Lew Ayres, another notable figure, co-starred with Lana Turner in 3 films during the late 1930s, showcasing his talent in the film industry. These connections highlight the diverse paths and experiences of those involved in the entertainment world during that era.
Tell by his high girlish voice. It's even higher than mine. That's Al Taylor, all right.
Oh, come on.
Peter Lawford was part of a famous group known as the Rat Pack, which included Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., and Joey Bishop. They worked together in films like Ocean's 11 and Sergeant's 3. The group was also known for their lively performances in Las Vegas, where they entertained audiences with their unique style. Doris Day revealed in her 1975 autobiography that she learned about her commitment to the show after the sudden death of her husband and manager, Martin Melcher, in April 1968. While going through his belongings, she discovered scripts for a project called The Doris Day Show. This unexpected find marked the beginning of her new television journey. Henry Corden, an actor known for his work on the show, had a family that included 2 daughters from his first marriage and 3 stepchildren from his last marriage. His personal life reflected a blend of relationships that shaped his legacy. The series became a significant part of Doris Day's career, showcasing her talent and charm to a new generation of viewers. The combination of her star power and the supporting cast contributed to the show's appeal.
Hello? Yes, I.
Doris Day and Vera Ellen shared a childhood connection, both attending the same ballroom dance studio in Cincinnati. Their parents often carpooled to take them to dance lessons, fostering a bond that would last through their careers. In a different realm of television, McLean Stevenson faced significant backlash after the death of his character, Henry Blake, in MASH. The tragic plane crash that ended his character's story led to a flood of hate mail from fans. This response prompted the show's writers and producers to promise that future character departures would not be met with similar tragic endings. Meanwhile, Denver Pyle had a notable family background. He was the brother of Willis Pyle, an animator and painter, and a cousin of war correspondent Ernie Pyle. Longevity ran in their family, as Denver's brother lived to be 101 years old, and their mother reached the age of 104. These connections and events highlight the intertwining lives and careers of those in the entertainment industry. Billy DeWolfe is known for his role as Willard Jarvis, the neighbor of Doris Martin. His performance in this role is one of his most recognized contributions, despite his background in musical comedy. Lou Ayres had a successful film career, appearing in 8 movies with Lorraine Day, including the Dr. Kildare series. These films were popular in the late 1930s and early 1940s, showcasing his talent in the medical drama genre. Henry Corden became the voice of Fred Flintstone after Alan Reed. Corden worked hard to match Reed's voice by listening to recordings. Over time, he developed his own style, drawing inspiration from Jackie Gleason's character Ralph Cramden. This shift allowed him to bring a unique touch to the iconic role. The show featured a mix of comedy and relatable situations, appealing to a wide audience. The characters and their interactions contributed to the show's charm and lasting impact on television history.
Well, then you must have made some real progress.
Oh, we did. Oh, you mean...
Doris Day was set to begin filming a new project called The Glass Bottom Boat in spring 1965. During her career, she worked on many films, particularly in Italy, where her voice was often dubbed by Rosetta Calavetta. In some instances, other voice actors like Gia Christiani, Rina Morelli, and once Lydia Simoneschi provided the dubbing, notably in The Man Who Knew Too Much from 1956. Hal Smith, known for his work in television, hosted a local kids show in the Los Angeles area called The Pancake Man. This show was sponsored by the International House of Pancakes, making it a popular spot for children and families. The combination of Day's film work and Smith's television presence contributed to the entertainment landscape of the time, showcasing the diverse talents in the industry. Their contributions helped shape the viewing habits of audiences during that era.
Check for $21.40, and they in turn sent me one for $214.
Henry Corden built a strong friendship with Boris Karloff during the filming of The Secret Life of Walter Mitty in 1947. In this film, Corden played a rude henchman to Karloff's character. Karloff took Corden under his wing, guiding him through the industry and collaborating on several projects afterward. Rose Marie, known for her comedic talent, had a husband named Bobby Guy, who was the lead trumpeter for the NBC Orchestra on The Tonight Show. This connection to a prominent show added to her background in entertainment. Doris Day, a major star of the time, declined the role of Jessica in Murder, she wrote in 1984. She had concerns about her age and appearance, which influenced her decision. Later that year, she opted for a facelift, reflecting her desire to maintain her image in the industry. These personal choices and relationships highlight the dynamics of the entertainment world during that era.
Hi there. Hold it a minute, wait.
Sharing your experiences and memories related to the Doris Day Show can be a wonderful way to connect with others who appreciate this classic series. Many viewers remember how Doris Day brought warmth and humor into their homes during the late 1960s. The show, which featured her as a single working woman, challenged traditional roles and inspired many to think differently about women's independence. Reflecting on how the show impacted your life can spark meaningful conversations. Did it influence your views on relationships, work, or family? Perhaps it made you laugh during tough times or provided a sense of comfort. Engaging with others about these memories can deepen your appreciation for the series and its cultural significance. We encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more cinematic explorations. Your stories matter, and they can inspire others to reflect on their own experiences with this beloved show.
The what?
Sometimes they call it stage fright.
Did you read that money?
As we wrap up the delightful escapades of Doris and her friends, a new chapter awaits. What happened to the beloved cast after the final curtain fell? Behind the laughter and charm of the Doris Day Show lies a tapestry of stories that continued long after the cameras stopped rolling. Did Doris Day find new passions beyond the screen? What paths did her co-stars take? And how did their lives unfold in the years that followed? From unexpected career shifts to personal triumphs and challenges, the journeys of these talented actors are as captivating as the show itself. Join us as we delve into the lives of the cast, revealing surprising twists and heartfelt moments that will leave you eager to learn more. Stay tuned, because the story doesn't end here. It's just the beginning of a fascinating exploration into the legacy of the Doris Day Show.
Juanita.
gotta admit, pal, I never did think it'd happen.
Now, hold on, Buck.
Gordon Jump portrayed the role of the Little League manager in the 1968 series The Doris Day Show. His character was a blend of humor and authority, navigating the challenges of coaching young players while dealing with the complexities of adult relationships. Jump's performance brought a unique charm to the role, showcasing his ability to balance light-hearted moments with the serious undertones of responsibility and mentorship. After the Doris Day Show, Jump's career continued to flourish, but it was not without its shadows. He faced personal hardships, including struggles with alcoholism, which affected both his personal life and professional relationships. Despite these challenges, he found success in various television roles, most notably as the iconic character Arthur Carlson on WKRP in Cincinnati. This role solidified his place in television history, but it also came with the pressure of public scrutiny. In his later years, Jump faced health issues, including a battle with prostate cancer, which he fought bravely. He remained active in the industry until his passing in 2003. His legacy is marked by both his contributions to television and the personal battles he overcame, leaving behind a complex but impactful story. Last known information indicates that he is remembered fondly by fans and colleagues alike for his talent and resilience.
The sight of me makes their teensy little tails wag.
I'll bet.
Your Honor, we seem to have two conflicting...
Peter Lawford portrayed Dr. Peter Lawrence in the 1968 TV series The Doris Day Show, bringing a blend of charm and complexity to the character. As a doctor, he represented a figure of stability and support in the life of Doris Day's character. Yet beneath the surface, Lawford's own life was marked by turmoil and shadows. His career had already seen significant highs, including his association with the Rat Pack, but the pressures of fame began to take a toll. After the Doris Day Show, Lawford faced personal challenges, including struggles with addiction and a series of failed marriages. His connection to the Kennedy family, once a source of pride, became a haunting reminder of lost friendships and scandals, particularly after the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Lawford's life spiraled further as he dealt with financial difficulties and health issues, including a heart attack in the 1980s. In his later years, he became a recluse, battling loneliness and regret. He passed away in 1984, leaving behind a legacy that was as complicated as his life. The last known information about him reflects a man who, despite his early success, was ultimately consumed by the very fame that once elevated him.
1971 was a vintage year.
Cesare Denova portrayed Carlo Benedetti in the 1968 TV series The Doris Day Show, bringing a charming yet complex character to life. Carlo, an Italian-American who worked as a restaurant owner, was a romantic interest for Doris Day's character. Denova's performance was marked by a blend of humor and depth, showcasing his ability to navigate the nuances of love and friendship. However, this role was a double-edged sword, as it typecast him in similar roles, limiting his opportunities in the industry. After the show ended, Denova faced significant challenges. His career waned in the 1970s, leading to a struggle for prominent roles. Personal hardships compounded his professional decline. He faced financial difficulties and battled depression, which led to a reclusive lifestyle. Scandals also marred his reputation, including tumultuous relationships that drew media attention. Despite these struggles, Denova continued to work sporadically in theater and television. The last known information about Cesare Denova indicates that he passed away in 1992, leaving behind a legacy marked by both talent and personal turmoil. His life remains a poignant reminder of the complexities behind the glitz of Hollywood.
I practically tore it out of his hands. It was like signing his death warrant.
Well, never mind that. Where is it?
Oh, there he sat.
McLean Stevenson portrayed Michael Nicholson in the 1968 TV series The Doris Day Show. His character was a charming and supportive friend to Doris, showcasing Stevenson's ability to blend humor with warmth. This role marked a significant point in his career, as it brought him into the spotlight and allowed him to display his comedic talents. However, after the show ended, Stevenson faced challenges in maintaining his success. He struggled to find roles that matched the popularity of Michael Nicholson, leading to a series of less successful projects. In his personal life, Stevenson dealt with hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. He faced financial difficulties and battled with depression, which he openly discussed in interviews. His candidness about mental health issues was rare for the time, revealing a darker side to his public persona. In the late 1990s, he was diagnosed with cancer, which he fought bravely until his death in 1996. His legacy remains, marked by both his contributions to television and the personal struggles he faced. Last known information indicates that he is remembered fondly by fans and colleagues alike for his talent and resilience.
Feeding the pig.
The evening's young yet. Drink up?
Oh.
Doris Day portrayed Doris Martin in the 1968 TV series The Doris Day Show, a character that reflected her own charm and resilience. Doris Martin was a single mother navigating life with humor and grace, embodying the struggles and triumphs of women in a changing society. This role allowed Day to showcase her comedic talent while also touching on deeper themes of independence and personal growth. Her personal life was marked by turmoil, including a tumultuous marriage to Martin Melcher, who managed her career but also controlled her finances, leading to a bitter legal battle after his death. Day's later years were shadowed by the loss of close friends and the death of her only son, Terry, which deeply affected her. Despite these hardships, she remained a beloved figure, dedicating her life to animal welfare through the Doris Day Animal Foundation. In her final years, Day lived in Carmel, California, away from the public eye, focusing on her passion for animals. She passed away in May 2019, leaving behind a legacy of talent and compassion. Her life was a complex tapestry of joy and sorrow, reflecting the duality of fame.
It's easy to relax. It's going that way. Everything's gonna be okay.
Billy DeWolfe portrayed Willard Jarvis in the 1968 TV series The Doris Day Show, bringing a unique blend of charm and eccentricity to the character. Jarvis, a quirky neighbor, provided comic relief and showcased DeWolfe's talent for physical comedy and timing. His performance was memorable, yet it marked a significant point in his career, as he had already established himself in the entertainment industry through stage and film roles. After The Doris Day Show, DeWolfe faced personal challenges that overshadowed his professional achievements. He struggled with health issues, including a battle with cancer that ultimately led to his passing in 1974. His life was marked by a series of tumultuous relationships and a reputation for being difficult to work with, which affected his later career opportunities. Despite his talent, he found it hard to secure roles that matched his earlier successes. In his later years, DeWolfe became increasingly reclusive, retreating from the public eye. The last known information about him highlights a man who, despite his comedic legacy, faced significant personal hardships. His story serves as a reminder of the complexities behind the laughter, revealing a life filled with both triumphs and struggles.
Italian? Are you really a guy?
Larry Storch's portrayal of Duke Ferrantino in the 1968 TV series The Doris Day Show showcased his unique ability to blend humor with a touch of charm. Duke, a character marked by his flamboyant personality and comedic flair, allowed Storch to shine in a role that resonated with audiences. His performance was memorable, yet it was just one chapter in a life filled with both triumphs and struggles. After The Doris Day Show, Storch continued to work in television and film, appearing in various series and movies, but he faced challenges in maintaining the same level of fame. His career included notable roles in shows like F Troop, where he played Corporal Agorn, but the industry began to shift, and opportunities became scarce. Storch also dealt with personal hardships, including the loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. In the late 1970s, he faced financial difficulties, leading to a period of uncertainty. Despite these challenges, Storch remained resilient, often reflecting on his career with a sense of nostalgia. He continued to perform in live shows and voice acting, finding solace in his craft. As of the last known information, Larry Storch passed away on July 8, 2022, at the age of 99. His legacy lives on through his memorable characters and the joy he brought to audiences.
Strongly about dogs?
Oh, I do.
Oh, can you help me solve a problem?
Problem?
Hal Smith portrayed Merle in the 1968 TV series The Doris Day Show, bringing a unique charm to the character. Merle was a friendly, yet somewhat bumbling figure, often providing comic relief in the series. Smith's performance resonated with audiences, showcasing his ability to balance humor with a touch of sincerity. After the show ended, Smith's career continued, but it was marked by personal struggles. He faced financial difficulties and battled alcoholism, which affected his professional life. Despite these challenges, he found work in voice acting, lending his voice to various animated characters, including the beloved character of Owl in Winnie the Pooh. Smith's life was not without scandal. He was involved in a publicized incident in the late 1980s when he was arrested for Dewey, which brought unwanted attention to his personal struggles. He also faced health issues in his later years, including a battle with cancer. The last known information about Hal Smith indicates that he passed away in 1994, leaving behind a legacy of diverse roles and a complex personal history.
He is to quit now.
Oh, Grandpa, you don't have to worry about old Toby. He's not a quitter.
Bernie Kopell portrayed Louis Palucci in the 1968 TV series The Doris Day Show, a character that brought a unique blend of charm and humor to the screen. Louis, a lovable and somewhat bumbling character, often found himself in comedic situations that highlighted his loyalty and good-hearted nature. Kopell's performance resonated with audiences, making Louis a memorable part of the show. After the Doris Day Show, Kopell's career continued to flourish. He became well known for his role as Dr. Adam Bricker on The Love Boat, further solidifying his place in television history. However, his life was not without challenges. Kopell faced personal hardships, including the tragic loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. He also dealt with the pressures of fame, which sometimes led to feelings of isolation. In the years that followed, Kopell remained active in the entertainment industry, appearing in various guest roles and voice acting. Despite the ups and downs, he maintained a sense of humor and resilience. As of the latest updates, Kopell continues to engage with fans and participate in conventions, sharing stories from his long career. His journey reflects both the triumphs and trials of a life spent in the spotlight.
Pigs at the state fair.
You know that's terrible. She's ruining that entire project for those children.
You've got a good hog there.
Jackie Joseph portrayed Jackie Parker in the 1968 TV series The Doris Day Show. Her character was a vibrant and ambitious young woman, often serving as a foil to Doris Day's more traditional character. Joseph's performance brought a lively energy to the show, showcasing her comedic talent and charm. However, the role was just one chapter in a life marked by both success and struggle. After the Doris Day Show, Joseph continued to work in television and film, appearing in various projects, including the cult classic film Little Shop of Horrors. Despite her professional achievements, Joseph faced personal hardships. She endured a tumultuous marriage to actor and director Ken Berry, which ended in divorce. The split was not just a personal loss. It also affected her career trajectory, leading to a period of uncertainty. In the years that followed, Joseph dealt with the challenges of aging in Hollywood, where opportunities for women often dwindle. She also faced health issues, including a battle with cancer, which she fought with resilience. As of the latest information, Jackie Joseph remains a beloved figure in the entertainment industry, though she has largely stepped back from the public eye. Her legacy endures through her memorable roles and the impact she made on her audience.
I think we ought to get there before the whole fair is over. All right.
Lou Ayres portrayed William Tyler in the 1968 TV series The Doris Day Show, bringing a blend of charm and depth to the character. His role as a supportive friend and neighbor showcased his ability to balance light-hearted moments with more serious undertones, reflecting the complexities of relationships. Ayres' performance was marked by a subtle intensity, hinting at the struggles beneath the surface. He was a conscientious objector during World War II, which led to public scrutiny and a tarnished reputation in Hollywood. This decision stemmed from his deep-rooted pacifist beliefs, but it cost him many roles and strained his career. He battled personal demons, including depression, which he openly discussed later in life. Ayres also dealt with the loss of loved ones, including his mother, which profoundly affected him. In his later years, Ayres became involved in various humanitarian efforts, reflecting his commitment to peace. He continued to act sporadically, but remained largely out of the public eye. The last known information about him indicates that he lived a quiet life until his passing in 1996, leaving behind a legacy marked by both artistic achievement and personal struggle.
Mr. Bennett, I could come back later.
Yes, why don't you do that?
What did you order?
I wanted to...
Patrick O'Neill portrayed Jonathan Rusk in the 1968 series The Doris Day Show, a character marked by charm and complexity. Rusk was a love interest for Doris Day's character, bringing a mix of warmth and tension to the show. O'Neill's performance captured the audience's attention, showcasing his ability to balance humor with deeper emotional undertones. However, this role was just a brief highlight in a career that would soon face significant challenges. After the Doris Day Show, O'Neill's career saw ups and downs. He appeared in various films and television series but struggled to find consistent success. His personal life was tumultuous, marked by a series of scandals. O'Neill faced legal issues, including a notable arrest for drug possession in the 1970s, which cast a shadow over his public image. He also dealt with the pressures of fame, leading to bouts of depression and isolation. In his later years, O'Neill became reclusive, distancing himself from the entertainment industry. The last known information about him suggests he lived a quiet life away from the spotlight, with little public engagement. His legacy remains a mix of talent and personal turmoil, a reminder of the complexities behind the facade of fame.
Oh, thanks. I want to miss the Roadrunner before the feature.
Oh, Frank, would you sit down?
Rosemarie portrayed Myrna Gibbons in the 1968 TV series The Doris Day Show, bringing a unique blend of humor and depth to the character. Myrna, a witty and supportive friend, often provided comic relief while navigating the complexities of life in a changing world. Rosemarie's performance resonated with audiences, showcasing her talent beyond mere comedy. After the show ended, Rosemarie faced significant challenges. She struggled with the transition from television star to finding new roles, often feeling overshadowed by younger actresses. Her personal life was marked by hardships, including the tragic loss of her husband, which deeply affected her. Rosemarie also dealt with health issues, including a battle with cancer, which she faced with remarkable resilience. In her later years, she became an advocate for Alzheimer's awareness after her mother was diagnosed with the disease. Rosemarie continued to make appearances, sharing her experiences and wisdom. The last known information about her indicates that she passed away in 2017, leaving behind a legacy of talent and strength in the face of adversity. Henry Corden portrayed Emile in the 1968 TV series The Doris Day Show, bringing a unique charm to the character. Emile, a French chef, was a pivotal figure in the show, often providing comic relief and warmth. Corden's performance was marked by a blend of humor and sincerity, making Emile a memorable part of the series. However, Corden's life was not without its shadows. After the show ended, he faced personal challenges, including the struggle to find roles that matched his earlier success. Corden's career spanned decades, but he often battled the stigma of being typecast. He was known for his voice work, particularly as the voice of Fred Flintstone in the later years of the Flintstones. Despite his professional achievements, Corden faced hardships, including the loss of loved ones, and the pressures of maintaining relevance in a changing industry. In his later years, Corden remained active in voice acting and made occasional appearances in television. He passed away in 2005, leaving behind a legacy of diverse roles and a life marked by both triumph and struggle. His last known information reflects a man who, despite the challenges, continued to pursue his passion for acting until the end.
Detriment of law-abiding citizens. A policy which, if continued, and it could be, at the time there is no sense of any kind.
Fran Ryan portrayed Aggie Thompson in the 1968 series The Doris Day Show, bringing a unique blend of warmth and wisdom to the character. Aggie served as a supportive friend and confidant, often providing a grounding presence amid the show's comedic chaos. Ryan's performance resonated with audiences, showcasing her ability to balance humor with heartfelt moments. After the show ended, Fran Ryan continued her career in television and film, appearing in notable series like The Twilight Zone and The X-Files. However, her life was not without challenges. Ryan faced personal hardships, including the loss of her husband, which deeply affected her. She also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, where typecasting often limited her roles despite her talent. In her later years, Ryan became a recluse, shying away from the public eye. She lived a quiet life, reflecting on her past while grappling with the shadows of her earlier fame. The last known information about her indicates that she passed away in 2018, leaving behind a legacy marked by both triumph and struggle.
Air move?
Well, sir, my recommendation is that you go home this afternoon and have a nice...
Denver Pyle portrayed Buck Webb in the 1968 TV series The Doris Day Show, bringing a rugged charm and warmth to the character. Buck was a kind-hearted, down-to-earth man who often provided comic relief and wisdom, balancing the show's lighter moments with his genuine nature. Pyle's performance resonated with audiences, showcasing his ability to connect with viewers through humor and sincerity. After the Doris Day Show, Pyle's career continued to flourish. He became well known for his role as Uncle Jesse in The Dukes of Hazzard, which solidified his status in Hollywood. However, his life was not without challenges. Pyle faced personal hardships, including a battle with alcoholism that affected his relationships and career. He also dealt with the tragic loss of his son, which deeply impacted him and led to a period of reflection. In his later years, Pyle remained active in the industry, but chose to step back from the spotlight. He passed away in 1997, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. His life was marked by both triumphs and struggles, revealing a complex man behind the beloved characters he portrayed. Last known information indicates that Pyle's contributions to television continue to be celebrated, with fans remembering him for his warmth and talent.
On this, Doris, including your job.
Ah, please don't start about my job again.
Good.
Woodrow Parfrey's portrayal of Maxwell Digby in the 1968 series. The Doris Day Show marked a significant moment in his career. As the charming yet often bumbling character, Parfrey brought a unique blend of humor and depth to the role, making him a memorable part of the show's ensemble. His performance showcased his ability to balance comedic timing with a touch of vulnerability, leaving a lasting impression on viewers. After the Doris Day Show, Parfrey's career continued with various roles in television and film, including appearances in shows like The Twilight Zone and MASH. However, his personal life was marked by struggles. Parfrey faced financial difficulties and battled alcoholism, which affected his career trajectory. He was known for his intense personality, which sometimes led to conflicts on set and strained relationships with colleagues. In the late 1970s, Parfrey's health began to decline, and he became increasingly reclusive. He passed away in 1984, leaving behind a legacy of complex characters and a life filled with both triumphs and challenges. The last known information about him reflects a man who, despite his talent, faced significant personal demons.
I've got a heart like a rock. They go.
Mr. Police.
Sid Melton portrayed Al, the lovable and somewhat bumbling character in the 1968 TV series The Doris Day Show. His role as Al brought a unique charm to the series, often providing comic relief and warmth. Melton's performance was marked by a blend of humor and sincerity, making Al a memorable part of the show. After the Doris Day Show ended, Melton continued to work in television, appearing in various series and films, but he faced challenges in his personal life that overshadowed his career. Throughout his life, Melton dealt with significant hardships, including financial struggles and the pressures of maintaining a career in Hollywood. He faced a scandal in the late 1970s when he was accused of tax evasion, which led to a public fallout and damaged his reputation. Despite these challenges, he remained resilient, continuing to act in smaller roles and guest appearances. In his later years, Melton lived a quieter life, away from the spotlight. He passed away in 2011, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. His journey reflects the complexities of fame, the weight of personal struggles, and the enduring spirit of an actor who brought joy to many. Last known information indicates that he is remembered fondly by fans and colleagues alike for his contributions to television.
You know, I got a hunch he ain't Mr. Right.
What he lacks in class, he makes up in bad manners.
John Dehner's portrayal of Cyril Bennett in the 1968 series The Doris Day Show marked a significant moment in his career. As a charming yet complex character, Bennett brought a blend of sophistication and intrigue to the show, showcasing Dehner's ability to navigate both comedic and dramatic moments. His performance resonated with audiences, adding depth to the series and solidifying his reputation as a versatile actor. After the Doris Day Show, Dehner continued to work steadily in television and film, appearing in notable series like Gunsmoke and The Twilight Zone. However, his life was not without challenges. Dehner faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. He struggled with the pressures of fame and the industry, which often left him feeling isolated. Despite these difficulties, he maintained a passion for his craft, often taking on roles that reflected his darker, more introspective side. In his later years, Dehner became known for his work in voice acting, lending his voice to various animated projects. He remained active in the industry until his health began to decline. John Dehner passed away in 1992, leaving behind a legacy of diverse performances and a life marked by both triumphs and trials. His story serves as a reminder of the complexities behind the facade of fame.
I'm sorry.
Why didn't you say something to me earlier on?
To be honest with you.
As we wrap up our look at the Doris Day show, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia for the charm and warmth that Doris brought into our homes. The series, which aired from 1968 to 1973, showcased not just her incredible talent, but also the evolution of her character, Doris Martin, as she navigated life as a single mother and career woman. The show tackled real issues, from the challenges of balancing work and family to the changing roles of women in society. Doris Day's journey was not without its struggles, including the pressures of Hollywood and personal losses, yet she remained a beacon of positivity. Her co-stars, like Peter Lawford and the talented supporting cast, also faced their own ups and downs in the industry. Did you watch the Doris Day show during your childhood? What memories do you have connected to those episodes? We would love to hear your stories in the comments. Share your favorite moments and how the show impacted your life. Your memories are a part of this show's legacy.
You're a lot drier, too.
And poorer.